Loose change for getting down. It's Friday and I'm on fire, and I know that I'll break your heart, and I'm sorry, I'm just so tired. These cars are just it, so won't you come?
K&A Custom Crafts on Facebook.
Hello and welcome to another edition of
Hello.
Between the Ropes on Tuesday nights now. I'm hosting right now. Ace is having a little bit of technical issues. Hopefully he'll be on shortly. But I'm joined by our typical co-host, the working man, Crispy Bacon. How you doing?
Doing good. It's getting chaotic in WWE, but doing good so far.
Yeah, we'll definitely break down the huge news, and maybe if we got some viewers that can keep us updated, if they hear anything different, let us know. And below us is,
Please.
as of right now, the EST of Between the Ropes. Christy, how you doing?
I'm good. Ready to talk wrestling, especially all this huge news that's been coming in the past few hours.
Yep, exactly. So let's get into it. Let's start with last week's SmackDown. Chris, did you watch
Yeah.
SmackDown? What's your thoughts on it?
I did. I thought SmackDown was good. We're kind of getting that storyline with, Bray Wyatt and all of that. It's getting interesting.
All right, Chrissy, your thoughts?
Definitely SmackDown was a pretty good show. Definitely a pretty good show.
Yeah, I definitely like how they're, kind of getting the bloodline more in depth. I would say that we're probably getting to prepare of the Sami Zayn turn or the bloodline turn on Sami Zayn, but who knows?
Oh yeah.
Was it Ricochet versus not Ricochet? For the IC title, they had, or am I a week off?
I think it's next week.
Is
yeah,
it next
I
week?
think it's next week.
Next week?
Gunther and
Okay.
Yeah.
it's
Solo
Gunther
Sikoa?
and Strowman.
Oh, Gunther and Strowman. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. I might be a week off.
Two huge dudes. Oof,
Yeah,
that's gonna be something.
That should be definitely a pretty good one.
I don't think Strowman's ever held the Intercontinental title before.
No, he's only held the tag titles and the Universal title, I think, for a brief second.
I think he did, but it was very brief, though. I'm trying to remember if he did or
maybe.
not.
I don't think so. I don't know.
Okay.
So Thomas is chiming in. Geez, I wonder what the topic is going to be today. Well, yeah, we're gonna.
You will find out soon.
So Chrissy, let's turn to Raw now. What happened on Raw?
Well, what happened on Raw? It looks like Rollins' knee injury was just part of the storyline. He's like, "Oh, I'm not really hurt," and he confronted Austin Theory, and then Bobby Lashley showed up. And then we had Alexa Bliss cut a promo, and she got to see Uncle Howdy. I don't know who Uncle Howdy is. He looked a bit different. But she was trying to say, I am in control. And he's asking, are you really? Are you really, Alexa? Kind of creepy.
Yeah, I think Uncle Howie's Bo Dallas.
He probably is.
I'm
I can't honestly think of anybody else.
But yeah, Thomas is chiming in. I think they're splitting up the U.S. or the tag titles. They probably are because as we saw, the team tag team turmoil and the Judgment Day won over last team. I think was Street Profits. So as they were leaving, the Usos came out, kind of ended the show.
Hmm. They had,
outside of that,
They had one
sorry.
brand's belts instead of the other.
Yeah. Alexa Bliss, I mean, we've said it before. Whatever character they give her, she can play out. So
Hmm.
definitely
She
going to be
can-
interesting to see where she goes with this character.
Hmm.
Outside of that, I didn't see anything unusual. Of course, Corbin came out.
Boo.
KO beat him, which I actually thought was going to be a pretty quick match. I didn't think it was going to be as long as it was. I thought it was going to be
Mhm.
pretty quick.
Yeah.
And then, of course, Usos, everybody came out. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm kind of surprised that the Raw roster didn't come out and attack.
I don't know.
So, I mean, I know they're trying to build KO to be strong, but
Hmm.
I thought for sure they would have brought the Raw roster out.
Yeah, probably.
Well, let's see here. Our next topic we're going to get into is who is our early favorite, because we know the Rumble's right around the corner.
Hmm.
And I don't think anybody's really declared themselves for the Rumble, but Chrissy, who's your early favorite for both? Let's go women's and men.
Okay, women, this is based on what I have heard and what people have been saying. The likely winner for the Women's Royal Rumble is Rhea Ripley. I personally would like to see either Liv Morgan or Raquel Rodriguez win this year's Women's Royal Rumble match. I'm with other people when they say it's Cody Rhodes because I can't think of anybody who can beat Roman except him. And I like him anyway, so there's that as well.
All right, Chris, how about you? Who's your early favorites for the women's and men's Royal Rumble?
Man, I'm thinking Cody Rhodes. They're kind of building to that with this
Mhm.
return to WWE, leading up after his injury. I'm not sure on the women's side. I've heard Rhea Ripley. I've heard, different names, but I'll probably go with Rhea.
Yeah, for me, I mean, I hate to go with the majority, but yeah, Cody Rhodes definitely is going to be my favorite right now. On the women's side, Rhea, Raquel are the top two. Maybe Shayna Baszler, but I think
Maybe.
I think I read something that not who am I thinking of?
Naomi?
No.
Ronda Rousey.
Ronda Rousey, yes.
Oh boy.
Ronda Rousey kind
Oh,
of tweeted
God.
out, says she's kind of done with the singles title. She wants to go with the tag, go after the tag title. So
She's done that
No.
before.
Yeah,
yeah, but I think her and Baszler, I think, are going to go for it.
that's what I'm thinking too.
Yeah, a surprise that I could see, and this is all barring what we all heard today. Maybe they go back and Mandy Rose signs and she becomes in the Rumble.
Mhm. Maybe.
And I don't think we're going to get too many surprises. I don't think we're going to get too many. I think WWE's got a lot of talent. I don't think there's going to be too many. I know everybody's saying The Rock, but I don't think The Rock's going to show up at the Rumble.
No. I mean, considering,
He might appear on video, but
yeah, he might be.
Yeah,
like,
he might appear
hello.
on video, but I doubt it.
Mhm.
And if
Me
it,
too.
like I've been saying for weeks, if we get close to Mania and The Rock is nowhere to be found, let's put the rest of Roman Rock title match or
Yeah.
any match of that matter,
mhm.
So, all right. So we got ours, and so let's move on to our next topic here, which I believe was favorite Royal Rumble of all time.
Mhm.
Chris,
Ooh.
we'll go, Chris. Chris, your favorite Royal Rumble?
I'd say 2016. AJ Styles came out.
Yeah.
That was a good one. Yeah, that definitely was. Chris, how about Christy? How about you?
2019.
That was with
2019.
Edge,
Okay.
right?
That was Becky won and Seth Rollins both won. They both
Okay.
won their respective Royal Rumble matches.
Okay. For me and Thomas, please tell me the year exactly. It was when Luger and Bret Hart
Oh,
both
1992.
got the. No, that was his, but Bret Hart and Luger both got declared the winners, which I believe was around 92, 93, 94. I could be wrong on
Right.
that. 94. Thank you, Thomas. Yeah, that one. Just because it made a good storyline and stuff. I believe so. So yeah,
Royal Rumble was a fun event.
Royal Rumble is a fun event. I look forward to it almost as
Fun.
much as I do Mania. Because there's a
Hit
lot
the
of surprises.
countdown.
But
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then they come out and everyone goes crazy.
There's always been some good little bits in there. Like, there was one year where Rikishi and Too Cool all were in there. And they did their little dance, and I think Rikishi tossed them both out. We could all remember Santino Morales coming in and then get clotheslined right out.
Oh God.
Oh yeah.
Ric Flair going 1 to 30.
Well, Edge did the same thing almost 2 years ago. 1 to 30.
I mean, what was it, Brock Lesnar
Reigns.
last year, the year before, where he eliminated the first 13?
2020 was
Yeah.
and he gets eliminated by
had-
hit by a Claymore by Drew McIntyre. I remember watching it. That was cool.
And then you had Roman Reigns. He had the WWE title, and it was like 1 versus all.
Yeah.
And then he gets eliminated, and it's Triple H versus Ambrose, now Moxley, for that title.
Yep.
Triple H won it. Oh.
Yeah, and then, of course, you had Austin winning it 3 times. Hogan, I think, won it once or twice. The first Rumble, 89, I think it was. Flair was number 3 and 1. Okay, I thought he was 1.
Okay, never. So did I.
You could be right. I thought he was 1.
Me too.
The first Royal Rumble winner, Hacksaw Jim Duggan, who at the time it was just a bragging right thing.
Yeah, I think that was I think that was 1988. I think.
Yeah, 88 or 89, I think it was.
88.
So,
I looked it up one time because somebody asked me, "How old were you when the first Royal Rumble was won?"
Yeah. So, guys, let's get into the big news of the day. We were going to throw out there who we thought. I guess we can still do it because nothing's been 100% official. I think everything's about 70% official right now.
Yeah.
88 was Doug, 89 was Stud. Yes.
Okay.
The sale of WWE, Vince came back just about a week ago. Said he's just going to be the CEO and on the board and just sell the company. Before we get into the news, who did you guys would like to see buy? I mean, who was your front runner? Christy, how about you?
I would go. One would be Comcast because of their working relationship with WWE. The other would be Amazon.
Okay.
I don't know why, but I think probably because of
I
their
like
success
that
with
one.
Thursday Night Football, and they have Major League Baseball games. I've watched a few on Amazon Prime Video, and they air WNBA games as well. So I thought with that kind of success getting sports aired on Prime Video, it would make sense. But, Comcast has the working relationship. So that still seems to me like it's very, very likely it's going to be Comcast.
Yeah. Chris, how about you? Who is your front runners to buy WWE?
Yeah, I was kind of with Christy. I mean, NBC, Universal, Comcast, they already got with Peacock, which is owned by them. USA is part of them.
Yes,
that
they are.
umbrella. So I would have thought that would have been good. But I've also heard of Disney and all that other stuff. So
Yeah.
but I thought NBC.
Yeah, I would have went with Peacock, NBC, USA,
Comcast, yeah.
Comcast, Amazon, Disney. I know they were brought up, but I don't think Disney would have worked because Disney's
No.
family. I mean, it would have went more PG again, and we know how that worked out.
Yeah.
But as we all know, like I said, until it's confirmed, I know a lot of tweets, a lot of Facebook posts are confirming it. I don't know how reliable those are, but WWE is sold to Saudi Arabia Public Investment Group. So,
Mm-hmm.
Chris, what do you think is going to happen?
I think you'll see a lot of female talent go out. You know, say goodbye to the
Yep.
company. And who knows what will happen with MVP and Sami Zayn, but
Yeah.
it's uncertain, I guess.
Christy, how about you?
I'm seeing a lot of talent, a lot of mass walkouts, especially on the women's side, because it's just, I don't know. I mean, why do you want to work for a company where you're going to not be treated as an equal? And a lot of them probably due to personal beliefs and stuff. Like MVP and like Sammy, for example, they're not going to want to stick around. They're going to go elsewhere where they're going to get treated equally.
Yeah. Thomas, talking about Vince, he's now the exclusive
Chairman of the board.
Yep.
He is.
Yep, and then if the rumors aren't true, or if the rumors aren't true, then he wanted NBC/Comcast. Of course, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, keeping my fingers crossed at least if save us, Comcast.
I've been, following the story just like everybody else. Once it was posted in our chat that it was sold, and been watching a lot of other people post their thoughts and do live videos about it. I don't know. I mean, to sit here today, January 2023, thinking that a McMahon is not going to own the company, kind of just blows my mind. And for it to be Saudi Arabia, I mean, like Chris said, and Chrissy said, what's going to happen to the women talent? I mean, yeah, they've let them wrestle over there, here and there, but they had to be clothed, fully clothed and stuff like that. And what's going to happen to guys like MVP, Sammy? Of course, a lot of people are posting right now that watch Mansoor is going to dethrone Roman Reigns. It's like, really, I hope not. So
I don't know about that.
Like everything else, I think we just gotta, keep our eyes on the story, see what happens, and just hope that they keep it over here because now are they going to move the main pay-per-views over there, WrestleMania, Royal Rumble, Survivor Series, stuff like that, to where we're not going to be able to go to them as fans. I mean, but and the thing is too, everybody's bringing up, does Stephanie know something was up when she stepped down now? Because of course she stepped down. Is Triple H going to step down? What's going to be the future of those two? So everything's still so fresh. I think right now it's just a wait and see game until I'll rely. I mean, people reporting it, I'm not going to say aren't reliable, but I'm waiting for a big CNN break or ESPN or
Wall Street Journal.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah, something like that to break it. So yeah, guys, I don't know what else to report.
It's just crazy. It's just past few hours since the news Stephanie was stepping down. Everything's just, it's gone nuts.
Yeah.
It has, yeah.
So go ahead, Chris. Go ahead.
I was going to say Triple H still in his same position, right?
Yeah, chief content officer and head of creative. So he's still in charge of that stuff. But with all of this going around, if it's all true, then I wouldn't be surprised if he's the next one to walk out the door saying, I can't do this anymore. I'm going to go be with my wife. And who knows what those two are going to do next, either together or separately.
Well, and that's the thing I was just going to get at before, you actually brought it up, Chrissy. Triple H is there. Does he stay? Does he leave? But Stephanie, I mean, she has, I don't know how old she is, but she has all this
46.
knowledge. She's 46. Wow.
She's 46, so she's
So she's
about
got- So I would say
technically
she's
about 8 months. She's 8 months younger than me.
okay.
8 months, yeah. So she's
Well,
not that
she's
much
got.
younger than
I mean, she's got
close in
all
age
this.
to me
She's got all this knowledge in the wrestling business.
and experience.
Yeah. So does a small company pick them up? Do they start their own company? Does
I think
AEW
it's-
kind of snap her? So
I don't
Chrissy, what do
know.
you think?
I mean, if AEW gets, say, Stephanie, for example, that's a major coup for Tony Khan because she was chief brand officer for WWE long before she stepped into the CEO role, and seems to be a really smart businesswoman and really understands the business and how to brand it properly and everything like that. So with WWE, not WWE, sorry, AEW would benefit, I think, greatly from having Stephanie there. I think they probably would benefit from having Triple H there because he's very creative. He understands the business better than anybody because he's been an in-ring performer. He's won championships. He knows how to book people behind the scenes. Look at NXT and look at a lot of the champions they had. I mean, it's because of him NXT became what it became.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Or they could start their own promotion as well. I mean, they're both really smart people.
Chris, how about you? What do you think? Where do you think Steph goes? Maybe Triple H.
I think Stephanie will hold off right now until doing something, getting a promotion together if that's the direction, or maybe coming back. I don't know. She probably had to step down to just decompress.
Yep. Also spend time with her children too.
Yeah, but I think it's also a win for AEW because at this moment they're thinking, well, no one's going to take our talent now because I think that was a worry with Triple H stepping in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. By the way, hi Shardal.
Hi Shardal.
Yep.
Yeah, for me, if I'm Impact, if I'm Impact, I go after and talk to Stephanie. Again, there might be a no compete clause for a while, but definitely need some experience back there.
Yep.
AEW, I mean, if they go get them or go get her, I mean, bonus to them. But again,
oh yeah,
honestly, I would not be surprised if those two, Shawn Michaels, maybe form a little group and start their own promotion.
Wouldn't be surprised either. I mean, like I said, Triple H and Stephanie are very, very smart people. They know what they're doing.
Yep.
Been in the wrestling business. I mean, in Stephanie's case, she's been in the wrestling business since she was born, pretty much, since she was a very little kid.
Yep. Yeah.
So I got a question.
Yeah, go ahead, Chris.
It's kind of going off of the Royal Rumble. Do we see Pat McAfee?
I wish.
Like you don't see him in the commentary for a little bit, but he's like entered.
Well, with the college season over with now, possibly.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Georgia Bulldogs.
Yeah, what a championship game that was. But yeah,
no kidding.
Yeah, so I'm just trying to. Sorry, guys, a little distracted again. Just trying to see if I get any news on the sale here. Shardell wants to know. I know we've talked about it before, prior episodes. Our top 5 all-time wrestlers. Chris, I'll let you go first.
Ooh. Mine's probably gonna be more modern because I haven't watched too many, but I'll go Roman, AJ, Cena, Rock. We'll throw Shawn Michaels in there.
All right, Christy, how about you?
Well, I watched a little bit of old school wrestling back in the 80s and stuff, so mine's going to be a mix here. So I'm going to go with The Rock. I'm going to go the Nature Boy Ric Flair. Woo! I'm going to go Hulk Hogan. That's 3. I'm going to go The Rock. And I'm going to go Roman Reigns.
Okay. Now, for me, I've always said my top 4 has always been Hogan, Flair, Sting, and Warrior.
Yeah.
My 5th one, I got to go Rock. His mic skills and stuff like that. But if I had to go more recent, take out Flair and all them guys, you got Rock, you got Roman Reigns, you got Seth, you got Cena. And actually, AEW side, I like MJF, so
He's really good. He's really, really good on the
guys like
mic.
that.
Mox is great on the mic, by the way, as well.
Yeah.
Just thought I'd throw that out
Chardell,
there.
I'm not a big UFC guy, so I don't know too many of them.
Me neither.
They're also in the mix for selling.
Yeah, they're also exactly right. Cause
Yeah, the company that owns the company that owns UFC has expressed interest in wanting to buy WWE. I did hear that, but I'm
so
not a
that's why
UFC fan.
I'm saying 70% right now that we're confirmed the sale. Because everybody's kind of going off the same tweet I'm reading here.
Right.
So until we get a definite answer from, like I said, CNN, Wall Street Journal, WWE themselves, ESPN. Yeah, Shane, Ross saying the kind of the same thing on Twitter. I don't know. I don't know what to think anymore. I mean,
Neither
it was
do
kind
I.
of a shock.
Right.
Yeah, same here.
So Chris, you got any other questions? Or Christy, you got anything you guys want to bring up?
Let's see.
Well, Chardell, this is a wrestling show right now.
Sorry.
Yeah, check us out tomorrow. Maybe we could throw out the basketball players tomorrow.
There you go. We talk about NXT from not tonight though, but last week.
Okay, let's talk about NXT.
So we're gonna have a 20 women Royal Rumble to determine Roxanne Perez's first opponent. In her
It was a battle royal. It wasn't a Rumble.
It was a battle royal. There was a battle royal, yeah.
Yep.
And I'm not gonna say who won just in case anybody hadn't seen it yet. So.
No. And it wasn't Mandy Rose. She didn't win.
No, it was not Mandy Rose. No.
Aww.
It's going to determine who Roxanne Perez is going to face in her first title defense at NXT Vengeance Day, which is going to be NXT's first pay-per-view event on the outside of Orlando, Florida, in about 3 years, I think. 4, almost 4 years, yeah. Because they've mainly been at the Performance Center in Orlando for the past almost 4 years because of COVID and everything. But then Braun Breaker's got Grayson Waller to deal with, and oh boy, that guy. Huh.
Yeah. Chris, how about you? What's your thoughts on last week's NXT?
It's going to be interesting, seeing what New Day is what's going to happen with New Day. If they're going to keep their tag titles or whoever's going to win the turmoils.
I think
challenge it.
I think New Day's going to defend those titles at a NXT Vengeance Day in February next month. So
Yep.
I think that's the general plan, though.
Yeah, that was the plan. I did watch it today, and I'm not going to ruin it.
No.
For a TV pay-per-view, if you want to call it that, pretty decent. There was some good action packed.
Very good.
Chardell wants to know our thoughts on Ronda Rousey. Chrissy?
There's my answer right there.
All right.
Funny thing is, I used to like her, and then I was just like, something about her I don't like. So it kind of turned on her pretty much. Oh my God.
Chris, can we delete those?
Yes. They're very disturbing.
Yeah.
I will.
Thank you.
My thoughts on Rousey. I kind of like her attitude because we don't get that from a female perspective that much, but
no, we don't.
I think they put her in the spotlight too much right now. I think she's still green, raw.
Yeah.
Trying to get it. I mean, she's not bad on the mic, but she's not good on the mic. She still needs that mouthpiece. I think, Paul Heyman would be a good one for her.
And if you can get him away from the bloodline, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Or even, some manager. I mean, there's got to be somebody out there.
Somebody.
So, Chris, how about you? What do you think of Ronda?
I'm kind of glad she's reportedly going to go after the tag titles. I think she needs help on the mic.
Yeah,
I kind of hope she does.
Cutting it.
Yeah, Shayna's not bad. I like her.
No, she's not bad. I mean, she cut some decent promos when she was NXT. When she was down at NXT, she's not bad on the mic.
It's going to be interesting, I think, what will happen. She can be dominant with Shayna or even just by herself. So
Yeah.
I mean, they're both really good at submissions. I think Shayna better
Mhm.
would because she does different types of submissions. Whereas Ronda
Yeah.
Rousey's main submission is the armbar, and I think Chardol mentioned that in the comments.
Yep. Yeah.
Yep, he did.
Ronda, I mean, definitely in UFC, MMA, she was a beast.
Mhm.
And
She was
I
like
just
so
think
dominant.
I just think WWE is kind of, it might be funny to say, but just outside of her
Yeah, it's kind of out of her league. Pretty
forte.
much.
Yeah, out of her league
Mhm.
a little bit.
yeah,
Well outside her comfort zone.
Yeah. So, let's see here. Is there any other news that we could get to? Yeah, that armbar. I mean, granted, just a basic move, but can be dominant.
It can be effective if done correctly. You will have your arm broken.
Yeah. So, are we kind of surprised the sale, quote unquote, is final this soon after Vince comes
Yes.
back?
I am,
Chrissy,
because
you are?
I thought it was going to be one of those deals that was going to take some negotiating, really, because usually something like that takes maybe like a few months at the most, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So I was kind of surprised, like, whoa, you guys got it done fast.
Yeah, that's one reason why I don't think it's actually official. I think they're just
No.
coming out with it. But yeah, I mean, a week in and
Well,
Vince is
didn't they say
supposedly
too
sold the
that?
company already. I mean,
Yeah.
Didn't they say too that they're going to be in talks? Don't expect anything to be finalized 3 to 6 months.
Right.
yeah, that's why I think this is just caught everybody just off guard, and
Yeah.
But maybe
that might
it's
have been the
foreshadowing.
intention. Yeah, that might have been the intentions to throw us off guard like that.
yeah, who knows? I mean, granted, you can plan to sell something and plan for it to be a few months, but hate to say it, $1 Million Man's right. If everybody's got their price, and
Mhm.
Vince, whatever he got, if the sale's true, I mean,
I mean, my God.
yeah, I think we're
Oof.
just all in shock right now. I don't think we know what to say.
Like we don't know what to say, what to think, or anything.
Because I mean, we all know, because I think you brought it up, Chrissy, backstage. Live Golf is owned by Saudi Arabia groups, and
Mm-hmm. Yep.
a lot of people have backlash towards that. I mean,
Yep. It's
So I
also
think-
because
Go
well, I
ahead.
think because the PGA Tour has been the main golf tour for so many years, this is just like a real shock to the system in professional golf.
Yeah,
It would probably be the same with wrestling if Saudi Arabia does buy WWE.
yeah, exactly. I think that's what a lot of fans are worried about is
Yeah.
where we're going to go with this if this is a true sale, and
Yeah.
I mean, right now, if it goes the way that everybody's expecting, AEW is going to be top dog. I think, as much
Oh,
as
yeah.
I know
I
a lot of
Once
us.
again, yeah.
I know
mean,
much.
I mean, go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
I mean, I know AEW is still working its way, getting past and I know this was months ago with the drama involving AEW, involving All Out and CM Punk and the Elite, that sort of thing.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I think AEW, if this is true, could benefit from WWE because, I mean, does anybody really want WWE to be owned by Saudi Arabia? I know I don't.
I don't. I mean, unless again, we're gonna have to let it play out. But I mean, if they
Exactly.
keep everything the way it's going and keep everything over here, I mean, have a show or two over there,
Yeah.
like Crown Jewel and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely would work. But if they're gonna, take every pay-per-view, put it over there, and have a few over here, it's not gonna work out. So,
Yeah.
so
No.
definitely wants to know our top 5 female wrestlers. So
Well,
Chris,
he named his.
yeah, he did. He got Banks and Belair and
Oh, he says top
Flair.
6.
Oh,
yeah,
top
he
6.
does. He does that. 6. He can't count. So,
never.
well, Chrissy, who's your top 5 or 6? Let's go with
Okay,
that.
top 5 favorite wrestlers. Okay, it is going to be Becky Lynch is always number 1 for me.
Yeah.
Because I just think she's awesome and cool and all that. So Becky, Sasha or Mercedes. That's what she's calling herself now. The other would be Paige or Saraya. So that's number 3 for me. Number 4 would be. God, I'm having a hard time.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of hard to think about it. Definitely like Tony Storm. And number 5, someone else is really, I think at WWE in general has really caught my attention is Roxanne Perez.
Yep.
She's definitely got the potential to be a huge star. And then I
Alright.
think number 6 would be, oh my God. Oh boy. That's all I can think of right now is just my top 5 favorite female
All right, Chris, how
wrestlers.
about you? Who do you have?
We'll go Becky Lynch, Charlotte, Bailey. We'll go Sasha Banks. I can't think of any others at the moment.
Yeah, for me, I mean, Trish and the girls that did it in the mid '90s, definitely,
Trish, Lita.
Definitely put women's wrestling on the map.
Yep.
But it wasn't really what it is today. So I mean,
No.
you got Becky Lynch, you got Flair, you got Banks, you got Belair, and I would even throw
I should have said Bianca myself.
DDS from AEW. I can't think of her wrestling name. Britt Baker.
Dr. Britt Baker,
Yeah.
DMD.
DMD.
The actual legitimate
And
dentist
then,
who
and
can
then
break your jaw and
Jade
fix it.
Cardall from AEW.
Jade Cargill? Yeah.
Yeah, definitely those.
Oh, yeah. And then the current women's champion, Jamie Hayter's actually a really good one, too. And Chardell's naming quarterbacks right now.
All right. Chardell.
Dude, come on.
Yeah. You're going to throw
This is-
comments like that. I get that, you're naming out quarterbacks. Gotcha. But you put Brock Purdy at number 1. Nope.
Nope.
You keep
Nope.
putting up comments like that, we will block you. So,
Sorry.
yeah.
This is wrestling. This isn't Sports
Yeah.
Minute.
Yeah.
Save
Exactly.
it
You
for
want
Sports
to put
Minute.
those comments up? Let's go to Sports Minute. You're right.
There you go.
So, yeah, I'm just checking out. I know, news travels fast. I'm just watching.
It does. Especially on the internet, especially these days.
Yeah. Somebody just put a meme up on Facebook. The new store anyone's looking for in Connecticut's right here. The spirit of Halloween on a big flag over the WWE headquarters.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So, yeah, I don't know if Vince, sold his soul to the devil. I don't know. I guess
don't
we'll
know.
just wait and see.
He signed a deal with the devil when he signed with Saudi Arabia for these Crown Jewel shows a few years back.
Yeah.
I was like, ugh, you just made the deal with the devil.
For what
pretty
it's
much.
worth.
I see Ric Flair's happy Vince is back.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Of course he would.
Yeah. So, all right, guys.
Brother.
I know we're cutting it short. Ace was
Yeah.
having troubles and Messerol was having some issues. So, with that being said, let's go around for final thoughts. Christy, how about you?
Well, it's been a pretty interesting several hours considering all the news coming in, but it's going to be interesting to see how things go as time goes on.
Yeah. Chris?
Yeah, it's a crazy, last few hours. I'm seeing that, the betting line or whatever, it is closed, but I think it looked like Comcast was the favorite.
Yeah.
Yep, that's what I noticed. I was like, ooh.
So it's going to be interesting.
Yeah, definitely. Dragon Viper is chiming in. Of course, Flair would be happy Vince is back. I don't know.
Of course he would.
I don't know. So, with that being said, check us out CTC all week long. We got great shows. Sports Minute tomorrow. We're also going to do our C2C Raycom. We didn't do it today. I was kind of under the weather this morning, so we're pushing it off till tomorrow. So 9 o'clock tomorrow. With that being said, keep checking out Coast to Coast, and we'll see you all next week on Between the Ropes.